If we are what we eat, then Dubai is a global gourmet. Ingredients and fresh produce from all over the world. Restaurants serving up every imaginable cuisine. The city's become a food lover's paradise. This makes Samar Bedri very happy.
Samar is not only a self-confessed food fanatic, she's also the Emirates' first female television chef. And her shows, Samar Bil Khaliji, Samar 5 Stars, and Samar in Goa, have made her famous at home and across the Arab region.
Samar's show has taken Emirati food out of the kitchen and into living rooms across the region.
هاي ومرحبا فيكم اليوم بحلقة تانية.
She's had 3 shows on air so far.
Now she's going a step further with her first collection of recipes.
This is something I invented because we had so many roses in our garden, and I thought, hey, this would be fantastic.
So is this normally the kind of recipe you have in your recipe book, or do you have more Emirati cuisine?
This is no, my recipe book is actually going to be very fusion.
I also wanted to ask her about her work on television.
Now, you were the first Emirati chef on international television. Do you feel that's a big responsibility?
Of course I do. I mean, I actually took the risk to do something like this. But because my first show was called Samar 5 Stars, it was kind of limited. So presentation-wise, everything had to look absolutely fantastic. So that was kind of daunting for me, but I thought this is my start. But Samar Bil Khaliji was completely different because it was a lot about my heritage.
Before Samar's television shows, few people outside the region knew there was such a thing as Khaliji or Gulf cuisine, let alone that there were dishes unique to the Emirates.
For new Emirati chefs, sort of up-and-coming Emirati chefs, do you think you've inspired them? Do you think you've kind of pushed them to try new things to
well,
kind of get out there?
I hope I have. I really hope I have. Every day I get emails from fans saying, you know, I want your recipe. Do you have your DVD? Do you have this? Do you have that?
This spurred Samar on to write a recipe book. She's due to test out a few of her favorite dishes at a very special dinner for her friends, and I'm invited too.
Samar's love affair with food began as a child, but she never thought she'd be cooking for a living. After school, she trained first as an air traffic controller, then as a pilot, and went on to work for Emirates Airlines, and later L'Oreal and Spinneys. This is the very first recipe you ever made.
Yes.
What was it?
It was spice tea cake. And the reason why it was spice tea cake was because my mom loved tea. She's from Iran. And my dad loved his spices. So I thought if I make them this kind of tea, you know, I might get what I want.
And how old were you when you made this?
I was about 7. And I thought, you know what? This is very easy. I can make this very easily. And I can impress them and I can be it. We need some sugar in there, so you can help me with that. Just mix
what
that.
do I do? Now, why did you start cooking when you were 7? I mean, was it something you just enjoyed?
Cooking for me was like comfort food, you know? I was quite fat when I was young, and I just thought everything was all about food, you know? Everything was about food. I'm going to go get the flour right now,
All right. So, if you loved cooking so much...
Yeah.
I mean, I know you, when you first started working, you went into aviation. Why was that? Why didn't you just start working as a chef?
Well, because I didn't think I was good enough, honestly.
So how is this different from when you were young, when you're making this as a kid?
Okay, right now I have complete confidence. I know what this is going to turn into. I know what it's going to be like.
Samar's father was the first to taste her childhood cooking.
I came to the room, I saw something on the table. I was really surprised. I asked her mom, what is this? She said, this is done by Samar. It was like a cow dung.
Has your dad ever had this spiced tea cake since you made it the first time when you were 7?
No, I never made it again. I didn't have the
You
guts.
never made it again?
After the break, I find out what it's like to cook on camera. I meet some of the other chefs changing food culture in Dubai and discover how Chef Samar got her start.
Coming up, we give you the inside scoop on life as a television chef and meet one of the region's most famous cooks. But first, let's find out how volunteering to cook an Arabic meal for some airline colleagues set Samar on a course from the cockpit to the kitchen. Cooking is basically like a hobby. How did it shift from a hobby to being like a real career?
It was a graduation ceremony for a lot of the pilots. So what would happen was that there would be a great big gala dinner type thing, like returning 50 people. And I decided all of a sudden that I was going to make something Arabic. So I was actually in a proper catering kitchen. It was actually quite daunting at first because the pots were like this big.
Okay.
And it was high up on the stove. I mean, I'm quite small. So I actually had to sit on a chair and actually, you know, fry and saute the onions with the garlic.
For 250 people.
For 250 people, as well as make a dessert. But it was absolutely amazing. And I think it was at that point probably where I thought, you know what, I can actually take this up as a career.
So you were on a high moment there. What exactly happened? How did you get on TV?
Okay, I guess I was in the right place at the right time because there was this guy that I was working with. And he was moving from his job into TV. And he told me, he said, Samar, do you really want to become a TV chef? Do you want to give it a shot? And I said, wow, I mean, that is like my dream to do, you know? So I said, yes, why not?
I saw her on the TV for the first time and I was very happy because I knew that she's going to show herself, that she knows something.
When Simar was growing up, food was a family affair. Fresh ingredients were harder to come by, and there was much less choice. People tended to cook what they knew. As Dubai has prospered, food culture has blossomed, and today it is a vibrant part of the local life.
Emirati chef to be employed in Dubai. He's passionate about local cuisine, and he's famous for giving international food an Emirati twist.
What are some of your unique dishes?
You know, the lasagnas, it's Italian dish, you know, I changed it from Italy to Emirati, you know. I don't use the pasta, whatever. I change pasta, I put eggplant, and I use my ingredients, actually, what you can find in UAE. And I joined the competition, it was in Trade Center in 2007, I think. I get gold medal of this, you know, something special, amazing, you know.
What is special about Emirati cuisine that's different from maybe other Gulf cuisines?
Here, meaning the way to cook, it's the different. And we, especially in UAE, we're using the special spices, you know. We cannot find it here in the, only in mountain place, you know. So you have to bring it from the mountain. So that's what I think is fully different than other food.
What are some of the famous foods we have in the UAE?
We have lugemad, we have haris, we have farid. We have to promote our food.
Dubai's interest in food is also thanks to Osama Sayyid. He's the father of food television in the Middle East. Chef Osama's done hundreds of shows and written a series of cookbooks.
وهعملهم مرقة، يعني هعمل منهم مرقة مع الملح والفلفل والشوربة أو المرقة زي ما كانت أخته.
I've asked Chef Osama to let me present a part of his program a little bit later, and he's agreed to show me exactly what I need to do. What is it about your show in particular? Because there are quite a few other TV chefs out there. Why do people love this show so much?
I've been cooking what people want, not what I want.
And in terms of, let's say, Emirati food, do you think that your show has any impact on Emirati cooks or Emirati cuisine?
Quite honest, yes. Otherwise, I won't be here in Dubai and they won't let me stay that long. I received an email recently, and then I received a letter 17 years ago. So, as things been changed, I received it in the United States, and both from the same person from Dubai. They were watching the show then. What they were asking about before, they were asking about just basic recipes. Now they're asking about nutrition, they're asking about things that it's just, they've been changed. And
so
not just
that. There's a big change from 17 years ago to now in terms of attitudes towards food as well?
Everything, even genders. Now it used to be women, now we have men in the kitchen.
Of course, yourself, and I'm going to be helping you out today. We're going to make a traditional Emirati dish, but with a twist. We're making majboos rubian, or majboos shrimp, but with pasta, so completely different. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so put it up and no. Yeah, hold on. Little flip there. No. There we go.
That's very nice. You'll try it first?
I'll see what happens. Okay. Just test her. All right.
Shall I wait for half an hour if anything happens, or shall I go for it?
I think you're safe. Go for it.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
It's delicious, by the way, in case anyone wondered.
And the best thing about it is the Parmesan cheese, which is the one you put.
It is very good. I'm very happy. Okay, cool. Thank you for joining us on this very special Chef Osama episode with me, Chef Omar, just a temporary guest star. Tune back in tomorrow for more Chef Osama, more good cooking, and a lot less of me.
Chef Osama may have been one of the first, but he's inspired many others to follow in his footsteps, including our very own Semer. I'm in Dubai Spice Market, helping Semer shop for her big dinner.
I'm actually making lamb shanks. Now, normally lamb shanks, I'd be making it Provençal style, which is actually very French.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering if there's anything here that I can actually get from this market. Okay, let's go inside. All sorts of, you can smell the spices. Oh, here we go. Wow, I can't believe I'm seeing all these peppers. This is perfect. I love the green peppers. It's going to be really hot. But my favorite, I must say, my favorite ingredient is, or spice is red peppers.
What else do you need for the lamb dish?
I'm just rosemary. This is dried rosemary. Yes, I need this.
Now it's off to Spinney's supermarket to pick up more ingredients.
Coconut milk.
What else?
Salt, cinnamon.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, I need a bouquet garni. Very good. We need two.
So very nice.
Oh, yes, yes, we do need olive oil. Indian mix, just to make it fusion.
Okay.
Back home, Semer dropped a bombshell.
I also need your help
Okay.
in making the entree.
You want me to cook?
Yeah.
After the break, we'll meet a budding young chef who plans to open a restaurant of her own, and we'll catch up with Semer as she tries out her newest recipes on her friends.
Coming up, we get a glimpse into the future, and we join Semer as she prepares to test out her new dishes. But right now, we meet 22-year-old Sharihan El-Mishari, who's studying at the Emirates Academy of Hospitality and Management. She's representing the UAE in an international cook-off.
So what are we making here?
We're making a butterbean ragu with beef and passata.
I mean, I've heard you're doing something called a cook-off. Is this for that cook-off?
It is. It's my competition dish.
What is a cook-off? I mean, for someone like me who has no idea.
Well, basically, I signed up for a competition, which is Gulf Food Recipe Competition.
Okay.
And it's going to be at the World Trade Center.
Very nice.
End of February.
Are you nervous?
Well, you're competing with chefs, professional chefs.
Professional chefs.
And I'm like the only student, first time ever, from the Emirates Academy. Yeah.
And what is it about, why did you choose this dish to make for the cook-off?
Well, basically, there is an Arabic twist.
Okay,
but then that's where the muhammara comes in. So
that's
the
your unique
finish.
touch.
That's the finish, yeah.
Now, it's pretty warm in here. How long do you spend every day in this kitchen?
Well, basically, when you work in a proper kitchen and you work in, especially in the hot kitchen, when you're working with a solid stove like this, the temperature is about 450 to 480 degrees.
Celsius?
Yeah.
Wow.
In a real kitchen, easy 11 hours on the hot stove, and this is nothing
Is that minimum or what?
11 is minimum.
11 is minimum?
Yes.
Okay. How do you do that? How do you stay in 450 degrees for 11 hours plus every day?
This is when you decide, is this something I want to do or not? And if you're passionate about it, you stick to it.
Can I taste that?
Please.
All right. Good. That's very good. It's very, very good. Normally, I try to find out what it is about Dubai that most inspires people. In Semer's case, it's easy, food. When she isn't in the kitchen, she's on the lookout for new recipes, new products, and of course, new places to eat. One of her old favorites is the Thai kitchen and the Park Hyatt Hotel. I'm meeting her there for a chat, but she's in for quite a surprise. How has the dining culture changed from when you were younger?
That's a very good question, actually. I mean, I think when I was a kid, what would excite me was McDonald's. I mean, there was nothing like McDonald's or KFC, exactly. Or Pizza Hut. It used to be wow every weekend, you know?
And what's it like now?
Now, I think Dubai is diversified. It's very cosmopolitan. You find all the different cuisines. This place, Thai food, is actually one of my favorite dishes. I mean, I just love food.
Hey, isn't that the chef coming over? Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon. How are you?
My name's
I've arranged a surprise for Sema. She's been asked to cook her favorite Thai dish.
Right, here we go. You've got to taste it.
Is it ready to eat?
It's ready to eat, but it might be just a little bit hot,
All right,
both ways. Hot, heat-wise, and
Okay,
hot
all right,
because
all right,
the
we'll
chili's
see
in
what's
there.
happening.
Just take it easy. And if you want us to call the ambulance, let us know.
It is hot both ways. It's also excellent.
Really?
It's
Is it
very,
really
very
good?
good. I'm gonna have more. Dubai's dining culture now competes on an international level and attracts famous foreign chefs like Gordon Ramsay of Vert and Pierre Gagnère of Reflet. Patrick Lan ran a Michelin star restaurant in Paris and worked all over the world before coming to Dubai. He's now the chef director at the Grosvenor House. How would you describe the eating culture in Dubai?
Eating culture in Dubai is fantastic in the sense there is such a huge variety of restaurants, ethnic restaurants from all over the world.
Are there any benefits to being in Dubai?
Dubai is a nice environment. We work with so many in the kitchen, for example, talented young chefs from all over the world. And everyone brings his stone to build the edifice, and it's fantastic. The exchange of culture, techniques, flavor, spice, it's very interesting. It's not always easy to understand each other.
Of course not. And what do you think of Emirati food? Do you use any of it yourself?
Where I find Emirati are very, every Emirati, they know the fish, the culture of the fish, they impress me. They know which fish is the season, how it's fresh. They can, only looking fish, they know exactly which one to select.
And speaking of food, what are we making here?
Alors, I make something a bit too Frenchy, frog legs.
I've never had frog legs.
I will escargot, snails, crayfish.
Okay, those are three things I've never had.
The idea is like a poacher. He's on the river, he takes some frog legs, some crayfish. Under the trees there is escargot, snails, there is the mushroom, and he comes back home, he has to cook, you know, this is the idea.
So is it ready?
Yes, I'm nearly ready.
Nearly ready.
I still have to wish you a bon appetit.
Thank you very much. Okay. It's very good. All right, now for the main event.
Yes.
The frog legs. I'm gonna try some of my hands.
Yes, yes, you have to.
So I just bite into it.
Yeah.
All right, you might hate me.
No.
It tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good chicken.
Thanks to a dedicated group of gourmets, food in the UAE enjoys a much higher profile. Diners are more sophisticated, and Emiratis are becoming more adventurous in their cooking. So what does this mean for the future?
It will be our task to attract young Emirati to join us in the kitchen, to learn, to teach, to get passion.
To see someone who came up, who has their own restaurant and run their own kitchen, I think that would be something spectacular, and that's what I really want to see.
Hopefully one day, you know, we'll be walking around Paris and we'll find an Emirati place. That would be wonderful.
The big dinner's tonight. I'm making a souffle, and so is Sema. But I'm nervous. The guests are a tough crowd. They're gourmets and food critics. Sema knows what she's doing, but me? I feel like I've been thrown to the sharks.
Entree, double cheese soufflé, main dish, lamb chunks with gravy and potato, dessert, chocolate and date patty. Classic French origin twist in Arab food.
I'm a real cheese fiend, so to have a double cheese souffle, I'll be quite interested to see what cheese she's going to use. And a souffle is a difficult thing to get right.
I'm prepared to be brutally honest, yes, absolutely.
So the food is ready and the knives are out. Samar's souffle came first. Then it was my turn. Let the tasting begin. Our hearts pounding, we waited. What would they think?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How's everyone doing?
Oh, very
nice.
Good.
Very good.
So what do you think of the food?
Unbelievable. It's fabulous.
Really?
Right, yes,
Really
yes.
so.
Soft,
Ewan,
nice.
what do you think?
I think it's delicious. I think the texture is very good. The
Really?
flavors are layered.
I think the texture is very good.
Yeah, the presentation was very good.
Absolutely delicious. It's very soft and melts in your mouth, so it's lovely.
Are you being honest because you think it's Samar's dish?
I'm being honest.
Because I'm going to tell you a little secret
an
now.
Honest.
Those two I made.
Oh,
She
did
didn't make
you? Okay, well they are.
Under
delicious.
instruction,
But
mind you.
hang on,
I made
it was
them.
under
Well,
my
well
instructions.
done. Well done. I'm aware that they're much hotter than these ones.
So I did pretty well.
Well done, Samar.
Thank
Well
you, because I
done.
instructed him.
Yes.
That's it. Well
So
done.
I need to open up my cooking school.
Elated with our victory, the rest of the evening was a huge success. Who knew writing a cookbook could be so stressful? Still, it's a good sign. Food is a serious business here in Dubai. People are becoming more sophisticated and demanding. I've got my fingers crossed for Samar's cookbook, but I'm sure it's going to be a success. One thing's for certain too, I'm not becoming a TV chef anytime soon.